Hey guys, welcome to another video, and what I'm going to be talking about today, well, it's sort of a little bit about games but a little bit about YouTube as well. And I'm just thinking about the past basically. Lisa was scanning through my videos bizarrely, like looking at things that had been happening, like obviously my very first video 2 years ago, believe it or not. So it just got me thinking about the past, and really just got me thinking about like where I am now to where I was before. And there's a lot of positives to where I am at the moment, and even though I'm busy and all that other rubbish, it's essentially I'm in a better place, in terms of financially, actually in I mean, if you look at some of my Chatettes, I mean, I scanned through my Chatettes a moment ago, and if you look through them, everything's always tinged with a little bit of negativity, if that makes sense. There was always a little bit of, well, I love games, I love this, I love that, but actually, money shit, life shit, whatever. There was always a little bit of negativity to what I was doing, and it's just made me question a little bit about what I'm doing and stuff like that. The channel is going to continue, obviously. We've sussed that out now, and I do want to continue doing essentially what I'm doing now. And I think, truthfully, I think this is where it's going to stay for the time being. And I think I may revisit gameplays and stuff like that, but what I really want to do is just consider things a little bit more and talk about things a little bit more, and hopefully engage you guys a little bit more as well. And that's ultimately what it's all about for me. At the moment, I'm looking at my YouTube channel and I'm thinking, wow, that was pretty cool. And then I'm thinking, oh god, I can't believe I did that. And there's I really do think my channel is a mixed bag, and that's possibly a good thing. Something to look back on, isn't it? And what I would say is, if any of you guys are thinking about doing a channel, maybe just you look at my vids and just think, well, if he can do it, then maybe I can do it. But what I really wanted to know about was like what you guys think. I mean, especially if you've got channels yourselves, where do you think you're going with it? Do you think that maybe, you want to go down maybe the gameplay route, or maybe do you want to go down the talking crap route or whatever? I mean, at the moment, my gaming focus has always, well, for the last 3 months has been on Vita and stuff like that. So I'm actually trying to think of a genius way of recording video on the Vita. So if any of you guys have got any suggestions, because as I say, there's something about the Vita that is just, to me, it's second to the Neo Geo in terms of that thing. That thing, that vibe. When you play a Neo Geo, you are like in another world sort of thing of gameplay, and it's just like, it's hard to explain. It just takes you to a place that another system can't take you to, and the Vita is almost like that for me personally, and it's really bizarre. I can't understand it. I don't know why it does that, because there's a lot of negatives to it. There's a lot of bad things about it. The PlayStation Store isn't exactly user friendly, and there's various things that the Vita does which is very closed and very inward, and it's not a system that's designed for somebody that has a good understanding of gaming. It's really designed for someone who just wants to grab something and play it for 10 minutes, which I suppose is a good thing generally if you want to sell hundreds of billions of units or whatever. But the truth is like, if you think of the PSP, and it's a touchy subject, but custom firmware and things like that, that is something that I would hope would be possible on the Vita. But from what I gather, it's a no-go. I mean, at the moment, there's so many good games on it though, that it really, they're all taking up my time, and there's not really anything else that matters at the moment, truthfully. I mean, I'm still obviously into retro. I mean, don't get me wrong, I haven't like renounced it or anything. It's just, there's just so much cool stuff on the Vita that I just feel it's worthy of of attention. The two main things I'm thinking of at the moment, bizarrely, are the past and the future. I mean, I look at my channel and I just think, wow, you know, I do feel like I've made some sort of progress, you know, somewhere along the line. But I also believe that there's a lot more to do. If I'm going to be worthy, I suppose you could say. But maybe I am worthy now, I don't know. Maybe I'm going into that too much. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, but I don't know. But I really wanted to just do something similar to other channels, but different, if that makes sense. That's all I really wanted to do. Just wanted to bring something of myself to the table, and I hope that I've done that in a way. Don't know, we'll see if I can continue doing what I do and see if it's favourable with you guys. But I mean, at the moment, I mean, if I look at the videos that I've done recently, the last two, we're talking average, so we're talking similar to what I had before, so maybe I am doing something good, and maybe this is a good thing. But for me at the moment, just chuffed to bits that people still watch what I do and still give a rat's either way, so that's cool. So what I'll say to you guys is I'm gonna call this video almost a video soon. Got one more thing to say, and that is you know, a massive thanks to Brett Badley for continuing to be around, say hello, chat, do shit, and just, you know, reassure me that things are cool. I want to try and, I'm always trying to sort of come up with something that's a bit better, and the way I see it is if you want to keep it fresh, you've got to come up with something new, and I do want to come up with something fresh, and I do want to, even if it isn't executed brilliantly, I still want to do fresh things and come up with fresh ideas. So although I'm doing a lot of gob at the moment, I think that the next stage is to maybe look at you know, how I do gameplays in the future, if I do gameplays, or maybe just how I present myself in the chats, because at the moment it's about as bog standard as you can get, which I don't know, I think it's a good thing, because this is kind of who I am pretty much. I mean, let me know what you think, obviously, and give me some encouragement and all that crap, or tell me if I'm a big bag of shit, and we'll see how we get on. But at the moment, I'm just chuffed that I'm still doing YouTube, but I'm also kind of looking into the past again, and it's kind of reinvigorating me. It's kind of making me think about what I want to do going forward. But don't know. At the moment, I'm at one of these sort of points where I'm thinking, how can I go about doing this, and is this worthwhile, and is it gonna make people want to watch or give a rat's? And that's really where I'm at the moment. So I mean, I'm still doing the chat videos and stuff like that, so that's the main thing, innit? There was some brief discussion about potentially doing another episode of the super fabulous Fantabidosi radio show. That'll probably fall on deaf ears. Joke. I don't know. We'll see. But for me at the moment, I think I want to come up with fresh ideas, and so I really want to sort of visit those. The other thing that was discussed, and it was discussed at length, and I'm going to broach it now, and I'm hoping that Brett Badley is listening, was that me and Brett Badley do some sort of like double sort of dual co-hosting radio show type thing, where we sort of like talk shit and generally put the world to rights. There was some discussion about alcohol being involved. There was various ideas being thrown around. I was going to come at it from a sort of gaming point of view, but Badley was going to come at it from a kind of shut the fuck up Steve point of view. So that was where we was kind of pitching it, but I don't know. I hope we can come up with something, because that would be a really awesome idea, and that would give me something to shoot for. So Brett Badley, if you're watching, give it some consideration, and let's see let's see if we can flesh something out. In the meantime, all the best, guys. Have a good one. See you on the flip side and all that.